Hey guys, so today we're going to work on lesson 22, session 4. So that's going to be pages 521 through 524. All right, so complete the example below, then solve problems 1 through 8. So example, the equation C equals 6 plus 2.5t represents the total cost C to rent skates and skate at a skating rink for T amount of hours. How much does the total cost increase for each hour a person skates? So for 1 hour, it would be 6 plus 2.5, which is 8.5. All right. For 2 hours, it would be 6 plus 2.5 times 2, which equals 11. All right, so we're adding 2.5 every time. So the cost increases by $2.50 per hour. All right, number 1. One trading game card has a mass of 1 71/100 grams. Each pack of trading game cards contains 16 cards. Write an equation with 2 variables that shows how to find the total mass in grams of the cards in any number of packs of trading game cards. Show your work. All right, so we're going to take 16 and we're going to multiply that by the mass of each card. So if one card equals 1.1 71 grams, and each card pack contains 16 cards. So I've got to multiply that. All right. And I got to figure out what that equals. So to multiply decimals, say 1.71 times 16. Remember, we only line up our decimals if we are adding or subtracting. If we are multiplying or dividing, we do not line up our decimals. So 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. So I'm going to keep my 2, carry my 4. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. All right, done with that. And I'm done with my 6. So I mark that one out, and I'm moving over to 1, but I have to add my placeholder so that I'll line up with the 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Now, I'm done with that one. Don't have another number, so now I can add them up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 0 plus 7 is 7. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So I get 2,736 as my answer. Not quite. So I got to count my decimal place. So I have 1, 2 places here, 0 places here. So I get 2 plus 0 is 2. So I'm going to start from the right and move 1, 2 places to the left. Get 27 36 hundredths. All right, now I'm still not done. So the mass of one pack is 27 36 hundredths grams. So equals mass. So if P is the number of packs and M is the total mass of P packs, well, I know that M is going to depend on P, so total mass depends on how many packs. So the total mass equals the mass of one pack, which was 27.36, times P, so we're going to write P. All right. That's number 1, so we're going to go ahead and go to the next page, page 522. Go ahead and try it, and then come back and we'll try it together. The equation D equals 6.5t represents the distance D in meters Conan runs in T amount of seconds. By how much does Conan's distance increase for each additional 30 seconds that he runs? So T is seconds, and D is meters. For each additional 30 seconds, so if we start with 30 seconds, 6.5 times 30. So 6.5 times 30. 1 is 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. I'm done with the 0, so I add my placeholder and move over to where I line up with the 3. 3 times 5 is 15, so I keep my 5. Carry my 1. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Add them together, 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. 9 plus nothing is 9, and 1 plus nothing is 1. So I get 1,915? Not quite. Got to count my decimal places. So there's 1 there, 0 there. 1 plus 0 is 1. So I'm going to start from the right and move to the left 1 place. So I get 195 meters. All right, if we go to 60 seconds, so we're going to do 60, 90, and 120. All right, so 6.5 times 60. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. Add my placeholder because I'm done with the 0. 6 times 5 is 30. Keep my 0. Carry my 3. 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 3, 39. Add them up. 0, 0, 9, 3. Count my decimal places. 1 and 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Start from the right. Move to the left 1 place. I get 390. Right? 6.5 times 90. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. Done with the 0, so I add my placeholder. 9 times 5 is 45, so I keep my 5, carry my 4. 9 times 6 is 54, plus 4, 58. Add them together. I get 5,850. Nope, got to count my decimal place. So 1 there, 0 there. 1 plus 0 is 1. So I'm going to start from the right, move to the left 1 place. So I really get 585. Right, and 1 more. So I'm going to put 120 on the top and times 6.5. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. So I keep my 0, carry my 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Done with the 5. I'm done with that 1. Now I got to line up with the 6. So I got to put my placeholder. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. So I'm going to keep my 2, carry my 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Add them together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 2 is 8. 7 plus nothing is 7. Right, got to count my placeholders. So there's 9 and 120. 1 decimal place there. 0 plus 1 is 1. Start from the right, move to the left 1 place. So I get 780. So, by how much does Conan's distance increase for each additional 30 seconds that he runs? So I'm going to find the difference here. So 390 minus 195. 0 minus 5, can't do it. I got to borrow. 9 becomes 8. 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 8 minus 9, can't do it. Got to go next door and borrow. 3 becomes 2. 8 becomes 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So I get 195 there. All right, so let's try 585 minus 390. 5 minus 0 is 5. 8 minus 9, can't do it. Got to borrow. 5 becomes 4. 8 becomes 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 4 minus 3 is 1. Ooh, look at that. I get 195. Let's check and make sure, though. So we get 780 minus 585. 0 minus 5, can't do it. Got to go next door. My 8 becomes 7. My 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 8, can't do it. Got to go next door. 7 becomes 6. This 7 becomes 17. 17 minus 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is 9. 6 minus 5 is 1. So I get 195. So it increases by 195 meters per 30 seconds. All right, number 3. An electronics store offers an accidental damage plan for all laptops. The table shows how the cost of several laptops changes if the damage plan is included. Based on the table, which equation can be used to determine the total cost of a laptop and damage plan based on the laptop's cost without the plan? All right, so could we say that y equals 0.8 times x? Not really. What about 1.25 times x? No. Y equals x plus 74? Yeah. all you got, let's try and let's check and make sure. So 0.8 times x. So 296 times x. So 296. Oh, no, not what I want to drop. So 0.80 times 296 should give me 370. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 8 is 48, so I keep my 8, carry my 4. 6 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. I'm done with that 4. Done with the 6, so I got to add my placeholder. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 8 is 72. Keep my 2, carry my 7. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 7 is still 7. All right, got to move over to where I'm lined up with the 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 8 is 16, so I keep my 6, carry my 1. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. I've got to add them together. 0, 8, 6, 13. Keep my 3, carry my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Got to count my decimal places. So 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2. So I get 236 and 8/10. Is that right? Nope. So A is out of the question. All right, B, y equals 1.25 times x. So let's take x. Let's use 296 times 1.25. All right, 5 times 6 is 30. So keep my 0, carry my 3. 5 times 9 is 45. 46, 47, 48. Keep my 8, carry my 4. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. Done with the 5, so I've got to add my placeholder. 2 times 6 is 12, so I keep my 2, carry my 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Keep my 9, carry my 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. All right, I'm done with that 2. So I've got to move over to where I'm lined up with my 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 9 is 9. And 1 times 2 is 2. Done with my 1. Now I got to add them up. 0, 10, 5, 14, 20. Keep my 0, carry my 2. 2 times 3, 8, 17. 0 here. 1, 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. So I start at the right and move 1, 2 places over. Oh, I get 370. All right, let's see if that works for my next one. I'm going to check my answer with a calculator. So make this video a little bit shorter for you. All right, so 1.25 times x, and we're going to use 456. Does that equal 530? No, it does not. What about y equals x plus 74? X plus 74 equals y. So 296 plus 74 equals 370. Yeah, that one works. Let's check the next one. So 456 plus 74. 530. That one works. Let's keep checking. So 619 plus 74 equals 693. Oh, this one's promising. 779 plus 74. Does it equal 853? Yes, it does. So C is the correct answer. What about D? Can we say x plus 160 equals y? Well, we already know it's x plus 74 equals y, so we know D is not a correct option. Right, Jamie chose B as the correct answer. How might he have gotten that answer? So, I don't think, well, he got the correct answer on the first one, but he didn't go past the second, third, and fourth ones. So, he needs to check all correct answers. He needs to check more than one variable. All right, number 4. The graph shows how the amount of wheat seeds a farmer needs depends on the number of acres the farmer is going to plant. Write an equation that shows how to find P, the number of pounds of wheat seeds needed to plant A amount of acres. Show your work. Right, so let's say acres planted 2 pounds of seeds. Right, so we're using A and P as our variables. So we can start at 0, so it's before he even starts. So if he doesn't plant anything, we know he's not going to get any pounds of seeds. Now let's try if he does 10. 10, then he gets 500 because half of 1,000 is 500. So he gets 500 pounds of seeds if he plants 10 acres. Right, what about if he plants 20 acres? Gives us 1,000. Right, what about 30 acres? We go up here, that'd be 1,500. And 40 acres would be 2,000 pounds of seeds. That's a lot of seeds. All right, we want to know how to find P. So how many pounds of wheat seeds are needed to plant A amount of acres? So what do we do? So if we want to know P equals, so what do we do to A to get to P? So 10 times what gives me 500? Well, 500 divided by 10 gives me 50. So we can say 50 times A gives me 500. 20 times 50 gives me 1,000. 30 times 50 gives me 1,500. And 40 times 50 gives me 2,000. So our solution would be P equals 50A. Right, B, write an equation that shows the number of acres A the farmer can plant with P amount of pounds of wheat seeds. Explain how you determined your equation. Right, so if you multiply A, no, so if you multiply A by 50, to find P, then you can divide P by 50 to find A. So that would be A equals P divided by 50. Or we could write it as A equals P divided by 50. Because look, so P equals 15A. How do we isolate our variable? We divide by 50. It cancels out, we're left with A. What I do on one side, got to do the other side. Isn't that the same thing? Yep. All right, so graph your equation from problem 4b. How are the two graphs that relate A and P similar and how are they different? So we're going to do acres planted. We're going to increase that by 5 each time. So we're going to start 0, 10, 20, 50. All right, we're going to increase this one by 1,000 each time. So it's 20,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000. All right, so if you multiply A by 50 to find P, you can divide P by 50 to find A. So P divided by 50 to find A. So P divided by 50 to find A. So 1,000 divided by 50 gives me 10. Or no, 500 divided by 10. 500 divided by 50 gives me 10. All right. 1,000 divided by 50 gives me 20. 1,500 divided by 50 gives me 30. 2,000 divided by 50 gives me 40. So these are roughly the same, okay? It's just these numbers are backwards, so our x and y variables are switched. And this one increases a little bit faster. But if we turn this one this way, this one increases as well. Okay, so number 5, how are the two we just said that. So workers are preparing an athletic field by mixing soil and sand in the correct ratio. The table shows the volume of sand to mixed with different volumes of soil. Which statement is correct? So for 1,425 cubic meters of soil, the workers should use 375 cubic meters of sand. What do you think? So let's see for 1 cubic meter. Right, so we could say 1,100 divided by 275. And that gives us 4. So we know that's 4 to 1. So the ratio of the volume of soil to the volume of sand is 1 to 4. No, because it is 4 to 1. So 1,425 divided by 375 should give us 4 to 1. Nope, it gives us 3.8. So that is not a solution. A graph of the relationship includes the point 900 to 225. So 900 divided by 225. Yep, it gives us 4. So that is a correct solution. The equation y equals 4 times x models the relationship. So here's x and here's y. So y is going to equal 4. So 1,100 times 4 equals 4,400. So no. Nope. All right, so go ahead and go to page 524. All right, number 6, a team of scientists is traveling by boat to study a pod or group of dolphins. The equation y equals 0.2x can be used to find the distance y in miles the boat travels in x amount of minutes. The dolphins are currently 8.4 miles from the boat. If the dolphins stay where they are, how long will it take the boat to reach them? All right, so I could say 8.4 is equal to, so I'm just putting it in for y equals 0.2 times x. All right, I got to isolate my variable. So what's with my variable? Multiplication. So I've got to divide, and I use a fraction bar. I'm going to divide by 0.2, and that cancels out. I'm left with x. Divide by 0.2, and for time's sake, I'm going to use the calculator, and I get 42 equals x. It will take 42 minutes to reach the dolphins. All right, number 7, Nadia has a $15 gift card to an online music store. Each song at the store costs 99 cents. The equation m equals 15 minus 0.99s represents the amount of money m Nadia has left on the gift card after buying s amount of songs. So the independent variable is s, and the dependent variable is m. So m depends on whatever s is. Whatever we plug in there. So the amount of money she has depends on how much the songs are, how many songs she buys. How does the amount of money left on the card change for each extra song she buys? So number of songs, which is S, and money left is M. Right, so she buys one song, she has $14.01 left. 2 songs, $13.02 left. 3 songs, $12.03. And 4 songs, $11.04. So the amount left on the card decreases by 99 cents. Right. Number 8, write a word problem that can be solved using an equation in 2 variables. Explain how to solve your problem. You will come up with your own for number 8. And you can have a partner try your problem to see if they can get it. All right, and that's the end of pages 521 through 524.